Okay, fair warning here before I start this off. Okay, this will touch on a very sensitive subject. Okay, gang life, violence, things that we're kind of uncomfortable dealing with in our daily lives. Sometimes it comes across on our Twitters. Sometimes it comes across on our Facebook, Instagram reels. But a lot of it comes to us. A lot of the times we don't even want to see it. It just comes to us. And there's no context. But back in the 90s, Ricky Lake gave us that context. She was on the ground. She was interviewing people about their lives and about, what it was like to be in these situations, to live this life, to wake up every day not knowing if you're going to make it to the next day. So let's get a little taste of something that we don't even get to see anymore. Just so you can see, what I grew up with, what people who grew up in the 90s grew up with, got to see, and it probably makes them as strong as they are today.
Every day, 14 children die by gunfire. The average age of the children being killed is 11 to 17.
11 to 17. 14 kids a day.
The average age of their killers is also 11 to 17. Most of these kids have yet to go to their first prom, and yet they say they need to carry guns for protection, and that all their friends have them too.
All their friends have them too. Everybody's got them. Back then, everybody had them.
These kids say it is the only way to survive. Meet S-Dog and T-Bird. They both run with a gang in their hometown. S-Dog says you need a gun so that the others know who is boss. S-Dog is 13 years old. T-Bird has been carrying a gun since she was 10. She says you gotta bust them before they bust you. T-Bird is only 14 years old. Also meet Michael. Michael says fighting with fists is old-fashioned. Either you have a gun or you're going to lose your life. Michael is 17 years old. And LaShonda. LaShonda says you always have to be prepared, so she even takes her gun to parties. LaShonda is 18 years old. 18, 16? 16. Now, S-Dog, I'm going to start with you. Why do you feel like you need a gun?
Well, everybody else has them, and if you don't have one, then, it's either shot or shoot someone. They're going to shoot you, but if they shoot you, you're just going to shoot them before you die.
So you're saying that...
Okay. She's putting it all on the table. Ricky Lake's really tapping into her psyche here. Everybody else has them. So you got to have one or it's kill or be killed.
Every one of your friends has a gun?
Just about, yeah.
So how do you go about getting a gun?
Well, my homeboys give them to me.
So they just give them to you? Do you have to pay money?
Yeah, well, see, they have the money so they can buy them.
So they buy them so you can protect yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. T-Bird, what about you? Why do you feel like you need to carry a gun?
Because it's kill or be killed. That's how I see it. It's like, if I don't have a gun, then somebody with a gun who's mad at me will shoot me before I can shoot them.
Somebody who has a gun who's mad at her. This is what it was like back then. I went to school with gang life. There was guys in my school, parties where fights would break out, gang life. Guys getting beat in, people spray painting the names of their crews on the stop signs. So, while the crowd's laughing, and this could be uncomfortable laughter. This happens when there's a lot of people who don't fully understand what they're seeing. People of privilege, people who think that everything's just fine and dandy as they go to the store to get their bananas. But that's not what it's always like. And T-Bird here is really giving us an inside look, an exclusive look at what this is like.
So what would it take for someone to be mad enough at you? You're laughing, but in their neighborhood, this is the way it is. What would it... You're asking where are they from? Where are you from?
We're from Denver.
From Denver.
I don't see what's so funny here. Gang life has no specific home. It could be Denver. It could be LA. It could be the most obscure place there is. You're gonna have a crew. You're gonna have a posse of people that could be involved in gang life.
Wait a minute. Excuse me. Have all of you been to Denver? Yes? Now, what would it take? I mean, you say if someone's mad at you, they can take out a gun and kill you. What would somebody get mad at you enough? What would you do that would make them mad enough to want to kill you?
We're in a gang.
You're in a gang.
Yeah.
So just because you're in the opposite gang means enough for them to shoot you?
Yeah.
Reason enough?
Well, I mean, I have a homegirl that's a Crip, but I grew up with her. So her name is Little Drive-By. So.
Yeah, Little Drive-By is her name. It could be because she does drive-bys, which is typically when a car will drive by somebody and hang a weapon out the window, maybe fire a couple shots to send a message, or to try and get a kill.
How did you
Laugh.
How did you learn to shoot a gun?
I learned from my homeboys. They shot.
So have either of you ever shot at anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have. Yes.
I said, have you ever killed anyone?
I don't know, no.
No.
What do you mean you don't know?
Because, I mean, we would shoot into crowds and stuff like that.
They would. First of all, props to T-Bird and her homie there for keeping it cool, because they're being shown disrespect by this audience. But I mean, T-Bird's saying that she doesn't even know if she has kills. She's fired a couple rounds off into the crowd, but she's not even sure.
Crips of K's.
But still, they're still human beings.
So
Yeah.
they do the same to us. They do the same to our homeboys, our homegirls.
Okay, what is everybody reacting to? Yes, stand up.
I would like to say, why are you in a gang if you know being in a gang is going to cause you to lose your life? Why not get out of the gang and just try to foster some kind of unity in your community?
You don't know our lives. You don't know where we
What
grew
is it
up.
like for you? Tell us. What is your life like?
Well,
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know by us just...
Tell us. Educate us. I mean, we want to learn. We want to know what it's like for you.
It's like every day we wake up. It's like war. It's like...
These people don't. Every day I wake up and I grab a banana and maybe a cup of coffee, and then I go sit down and I do Duolingo. T-Bird, she gets up and it's like a war zone. She has no idea what's headed her way when she steps out of her house.
You all can laugh, but you don't know.
You know, as you get older, you realize the stupid things that you've done, and you think back and you say, wow, that was so stupid. But it's gonna be a shame that you're not even gonna get older. You're not gonna be able to get older to see that. You have to wake up. That's not right. It's not right at all. All of y'all. You sitting here.
What are these kids supposed to do? They say that all of their friends have guns.
I mean, what are they gonna follow the pack? You gotta be different. You gotta be your own person. You're sitting up here with your mad faces.
So, you know, we don't get that anymore. We don't have shows like that anymore. We used to have people that were boots on the ground: Ricky Lake, Geraldo Rivera, Phil Donahue, Sally Jesse, Raphael, Jerry Springer. They're gone. All the great journalists are gone. And now we've got a bunch of bloggers, we've got a bunch of content being pushed in our faces, and we have no understanding as to why crimes happen the way that they do today. But back then, we had that insight, and I think we've lost sight of that. Don't forget to give us a follow for more nostalgic content and more super sweet shirts.